Festen will forever be known as Dogma #1. How did the strict rules of Dogma help you make Festen?
The rules of Dogma was a game. It was an ideology, it was politics, it was a provocation, it was arrogance, but it was also playfulness. An example could be no music. You can't have any music. I invented that rule because that was the most fearful thing for me to do, to cut away music.
You and Lars von Trier, you made up the rules? So you just threw in the rule,
Well,
no music?
We said it took about half an hour to write those rules. I would even say maybe less. And we said, what do we normally do to wrap our film, to dress our film? We dress it with makeup, props, strings, lighting. You know, no music meant a lot of singing. And a lot of musical moments appeared from that, from playing that game. I thought, if I don't have any music, if I don't have anything, I have to keep an audience engaged with this story every second, just with the actors and the camera. The camera was the size of my hand. We decided to go for the smallest and crappiest camera, a one-chip camera as opposed to many more chips, and a very low resolution camera. And the revolution was that there was a flip screen.
So you could see what you were.
It was right when the flip screen was invented. No, that's a big thing, because you suddenly have an enormous camera tool in your arm. Normally you have to bring your body, but now suddenly it's your arm. So you can be everywhere. You can be part of the action, you can be part of the emotion with your arm, which was a huge thing for us, because we were supposed to just follow the actors. But the cameraman could sort of get into a Zen encounter with, and what my point is that he was not very visible. All the mics were hidden different places, and the camera was so small, so they owned the room. On a normal film set, you're surrounded by lamps, makeup artists, huge cameras on different wheels, dolly cranes, whatever. There's nothing left of what the scene is about, only what's inside of the frame. In this case, it was the opposite. We were guests in their thing. After having edited this film for quite a long time, I think we edited for 6 months or something, maybe even 7 months. I saw the film with my good friend, writer and teacher, Mogens Rukhoff. And there was just this agreement, silent agreement between us that we failed. It's like, bummer.
What made you think you failed?
I couldn't feel anything. I watched a film that brought me nowhere. Then Cannes comes back and they say, you've got gold. We want you in competition.
Could they explain to you why you had gold?
Cannes doesn't explain anything. Then we come to Salle Lumière in Cannes. And we show the film and there's complete silence. I remember maybe there was one person saying bravo at some point, and I felt good about that.
At least one.
And then the film ends and the room just explodes completely. And everybody just gets up and starts, continues for minutes and minutes and minutes, until I get too embarrassed and humbled and we leave.
During applause? You leave during applause?
Oh yes.
People were still applauding and you couldn't take it, you left?
I'm too Danish. We gave them a good 8 or 10 minutes of massive applause. They would have continued. It was massive, it was huge. Then I knew we did it.